Hey guys, welcome back. This chicken recipe is simple and easy to make, and you'll love the pan fried chicken breast in creamy parsley sauce. It's a great dish to have midweek or even to entertain your guest. But for me, the star of this dish is smoked paprika. Now, if you're not into spicy food, you can either do a small pinch or take it out altogether. I like to have this dish as it is, but you can probably have it with mashed potatoes or with pasta. So let's get cooking. We start first by making the spice mix or the herb mix to coat the chicken breast. I'm using chicken breast here because this has got no fat, it's quite lean. And for the spices, first goes in the red chili powder and then smoked paprika powder. The smoked paprika powder gives a very nice smoky feel, and the red chili powder gives it a color and also gives it the pungency required or the sharpness required for the dish. For the herbs, I like to use oregano, but you can use tarragon, you can use rosemary, you can use mixed herbs that would do well. Some garlic powder to give it a nice flavor, some onion powder. Again, all these powders are into dry form because I'm making a dry rub, a dry mix. And lastly, salt. Without salt, there is just no flavor in the dish. So now once all the spices and the seasonings have the herbs have gone into the bowl, you mix it together to form a nice a blended powder as such. There is no liquid here, there is no oil or yogurt or water to mix it together. It's just a very nice simple dry rub onto the chicken breast. Now I prefer to use chicken breast here because it's leaner, it's got practically no fat into it, and it cooks quite evenly. I'm cutting it into three each breast, but you can use the entire chicken breast, that's fine. Only thing is when you cook it, then the center part of the chicken does not get much flavor, and that's why I like to do small cuts of the chicken. You can cut it into thinner, into 5 or 6 also if you like. All you have to do is you got to make sure that each part of the chicken breast is evenly coated with the dry mix, and that actually helps the flavors to get mixed quite well with the chicken. So when you cook the chicken, eventually all the flavors are mixed together, and what you get is a very evenly flavored or evenly coated or seasoned kind of a chicken breast. So every mouthful which you actually eat has a lot of flavor to it. So that is all done. Now to cook the chicken, I'm using a non-stick pan, a heavy bottom non-stick pan with a little oil, and always keep the oil at a low temperature here, not at a high temperature. And the reason for that is, or not even a medium temperature, and the reason for that is if you keep it onto a medium or high temperature, then the spices and the herbs will tend to burn. So gently on a lower heat, you begin warming the chicken till the bottom of the chicken gets into a light golden in color, and the flavors are released into the oil and also into the chicken. As the chicken cooks with the spices and the herbs, the flavors are absorbed quite well. Now you can put them into an oven at approximately 180 degrees centigrade or 350 degrees Fahrenheit and cook it for approximately 8 to 10 minutes. Even that would work well. But I just find that using a pan is a lot easier because the next part of the dish, which is the sauce, is also made in the same pan. Now when you remove the chicken, which has already been cooked now in the pan, all you have to do is you have to make sure that the sides also are cooked well. So sometimes you have to make it upright and to make sure the sides are sealed off and there's enough heat to cook the chicken. What you see in the pan is there's a lot of residue in the pan. So there is spices, there is herbs in the pan with a little oil. Now that has a lot of flavor. So do not wash the pan. We're going to use the pan to make the sauce. To make the sauce is extremely easy. Very few ingredients. The main star of the dish is smoked paprika and chicken, and that flavor has to come through. So you start off by chopping up finely 2 cloves of garlic. All you have to do is make sure that they're very finely chopped. You don't want large chunks of garlic coming into your mouth. Also, red onions need to be finely chopped. I don't like to use the white onions here because the white onions become a bit of mushy and they're also very sweet. The red one gives a very nice flavor and they also have a very nice color as they cook. Heat up the pan in which you cook the chicken, and that's again onto a low to a medium heat, and add in the garlic, and you lightly saute the garlic till it is very light yellow, and then add in the chopped onions. You don't need to color the onions and the garlic, just lightly cook them till they're soft and the raw flavors of the onion and the garlic are removed. So very gently just sweat them onto the low heat, and when you cook in this, all the flavors from the pan, which actually the residual part was stuck onto the pan, are released. So all the flavors then mix up into the onions and the garlic. Now to release the maximum flavor, you add in some liquid. So I am using chicken stock here. You can use plain water, is perfectly fine, or you can use vegetable stock. The choice is entirely yours. But the flavored stock which you have on the chicken bones gives a very nice flavor to the sauce, gives a rich flavor. Once the sauce comes to a boil, add in some kitchen cream or heavy cream. Just mix in the cream, and all you have to do is now season the sauce and keep it ready, and just bring it to a gentle boil. Once the sauce comes to a boil, all you have to do is add in some fresh herbs. I am snipping in some parsley. I like to use my kitchen trick of using a scissor and just cutting into large pieces, not very finely chopped parsley, but just snip the parsley into large pieces into the sauce directly. It's a very simple technique, gives a very nice flavor. The parsley gives a very nice flavor to the sauce, also gives a very nice color. And all you have to do now is just stir it together. It does not need anything else, no butter, nothing required, just sauce is rich enough. To plate the dish, spoon in a few pieces of chicken breast on the plate. I'm going to use 4 pieces here, a generous size to enjoy. And the chicken has all cooked together because they went into thin slices and evenly cut, so that was important. Now stir the sauce together. This is our paprika, this is our parsley and cream sauce over the paprika chicken, and just lightly coat the chicken breast, and finally garnish it with a few sprigs of parsley. So here you have it, my very simple but delicious smoked paprika chicken. Do try it at home, do make it for your friends and family, and do not forget to leave your comments on the section below. I have used chicken, but you can always substitute that with the vegetables or some cheese or paneer of your choice. So bon appetit and happy cooking.